Hello YouTube, welcome back. Dwarf Fortress? You don't really have a choice. I mean, you have a choice, you can stop watching the video, but if you keep watching the video, you don't have a choice. Well, I suppose you took a choice, you made a choice. You've already made your decision. That's what I'm saying, is if you're going to watch the video, you're going to watch the video. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. So just, I don't know why you have to make this a thing. Anyway, let's have a look around the fortress and see what's going on. Try and remember to use the arrow keys, not WASD Scoundrel, that's going to help a lot. It appears that the fortress siege we were under last time has disappeared. We are no longer under siege, which is nice. It's nice to have a little bit of a breather, a bit of breathing room, a bit of elbow room. It's nice. Let's have a look at the other floors. We've got the underground entryway, which has been fairly agreeably trapped. I mean, we could whack in some more cage traps even, I'm feeling. We could finish this little windy, windy corridor, fill that up with cage traps, and then we don't have to worry so much on this array here. And I feel like we've got enough cage traps to stop a fairly substantial invasion using this, right? I know what's important. I've just realised what's very important right now. We need to go to the switch room, which is here, and we need to say, please link the building to the trigger, which is going to be that bridge on the surface. Let's unpause so that happens as quickly as possible, although let's also just check to see there are no horrible, unwanted undead on board. Oh, crap. Okay, so we've got that forgotten beast that turned up. I forget what it looked like. Let's have a little peek, see what it is. A towering eyeless tarantula. Oh, its cephalothorax is broken and smashed open. Okay, it's had a little bit of a barney with something down in the caverns. That's nice. Good to see. And we also appear to have a wild boar sow skeleton. Not ideal, but it's out and about on the surface. It's not really going to give us any trouble. Already, I sense a suspension because we need to remove this wall here before they can build that bridge, or link it to the trigger at least. So let's press designate, N, Shift N, that's not how you do it, D, N for remove construction, and then we'll take out this central block again. Lovely. Hopefully someone will be up quickly, and then as soon as that's done, I'll go down and I'll remove the suspension that has been placed on the bridge lever interaction. It'll be good. Can't produce wood cage, can't produce rock altar, can't produce rock statue. Stray dog has been slaughtered. Why would I have altars and statues on go? I haven't done them yet. Oh no, because it's in the same world as the last fortress, isn't it? Which means we, for some reason, keep all of the workshop orders. Chamomile tea, very nice. Commodities markets. Are you doing random every time, or is it like continuing on from the article you had? So did commodities markets take you into a dry zone, or was it thankfully over by the time you'd finished it and got to do a rando? Editing a tutorial again, Sal. Very good, very good. Oh, hello, they've done it. Let's go down to the... go, let's unsuspend this job. Beautiful. Back up to the surface, and hope to Hope's hellhole, whatever. Hope to Hope's highness? Hope for hope's sake? Let's just hope that the wild boar skeleton doesn't start ripping our dwarves apart, because to be fair, it's not the most unlikely scenario. I'm just going to check where it is. Oh, you old wild bastard. You borsted. Ah, okay, it's right there. Now, that's not what I would call an optimal placement of our enemy. I feel like we need to do something about that, but I also have bad memories of that yak cow skeleton that we tried to fight before, which basically mauled its way through our entire fortress one dwarf at a time. I mean, what can I do? I mean, I suppose I could put the alert on. Put the burrow over the bridge so somebody can actually hook it up. And then close the lever and bring everyone out, because we only really need to open it when traders turn up, right? That's the only circumstance under which we want that thing open. Otherwise, the outside's an absolute hellhole. About the most exciting thing on the surface are kangaroos. And admittedly, interesting animals, probably taste okay, look like they've got good meat on them, but I mean, is it really worth opening the gates for and risking a conflict with an undead boar skeleton? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Ravelin. It's the bright light in this room. I might be turning it off later because this thing pumps out a bit of heat. It's directly above me. Yeah, that's the thing you do with lights, Matt. You stare at them, directly into them. That doesn't make lights dance in your eyes. For fuck's sake. Sorry, let's have a quick look at chat again. Yeah, leave it till the next time. If it gets too commodities centric, you just got to go. Oh, not this time. Okay, there we go. Where were we? Thinking about what to do with this scallywag. I mean, we could just Cryptbeards rush it, but again, the yak proved to be a problem, didn't it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set the burrow. I'm going to put the burrow over the bridge so that they can actually hook the lever up, and I'm going to turn the alert on to bring everybody inside because, frankly, the surface is not for us. It's not a place for us. There's no place for us upon the surface. There we go. Everybody inside, come on. Ignore the boar. We do not need to be buggering around with this stupid undead pig. Come on. Everybody out the way. Oh, I didn't think about it wandering into the fortress. That could be an issue. Is this guy here fixing the bridge? What are you doing, sir? You seem to be wandering around the bridge. Currently cleaning. Okay, cleaning is a sort of second-tier priority task, sir. Main issue is getting this fortress sealed. Once it's sealed, clean away. Clean to your little heart's content. But for now, up until the point where we have a kind of guarantee of no undead coming in, cleaning is just sort of like shit-tier work, right? Hello, here comes someone with a mechanism. This could be it. This could be it. This could be our moment of actual ingress-egress control. Important to have biologically, but, you know, you can get away with not having so much of it on a fortress. Is that it? Is it hooked up? Are we hooked? I believe so. In which case, let's go to the surface. Let us remove the burrow designation, which I think we do by pressing W, enter R. I don't believe it. I know it. And then we wait for everybody to come in. They should be in already, shouldn't they? And we go down to the lever room, which is F4. It is. Click here, add, pull, do it now. Bosh. Let's wait for someone to pull it. Come on. Question mark? Why'd we, Elven caravan. Yuck. Disgusting. Elves. Ugh. Vile creatures. Still, I mean, you know, may as well see what they've got. Let's hope this gate actually shuts, because that'll lock them out. That'll be funny. Like, as they come towards the gate, they'll be like, "Hello, we've come to trade with you. We've brought lots of stuff made out of wood, and then we're going to get really aggro if you make anything out of wood. We're elves. Kill us, please. Life is suffering for us." Certainly. We'll gladly murder you all. Are they coming? Here they come. Oh, if we're lucky, they may get caught on the gate flipping shut, which would be brutal and highly damaging. Not just to the elves themselves, but also to any kind of diplomatic relations we had hoped to have with them. Oh, the undead boar. That's giving them a little aggro. That's not my fault, so they can't blame that for me. That's not going to hurt diplomacy. That's just going to make them think we're a little bit slapdash in our securities. Let's have a little look. Elf merchant is fighting. Punches with the hand, but the attack glances away. The wild boar sow skeleton the wild boar sow skeleton stabs the elf merchant in the left lower arm with her left tusk, tearing the muscle. Well, this is going well. I like it. Sometimes having undead animals roaming the surface, savaging anything that moves, is a good thing. Not always, but sometimes. Did that lever get pulled? Or... It looks like it got pulled. Doesn't seem to be closing anything though. Did it even work? Is this thing even hooked up? Rough quartzite bridge. It's got an obsidian mechanism in. Does it need 2 mechanisms? Question mark? Right, let's pause it. We don't want to get caught short. We'll come down to the lever room. Add pull now. Do a pull, and then can we link it to a bridge? Ah, that suggests it's not linked up to the bridge we wanted it linked up to, which is not ideal, but whatever. Now I need to put the bloody burrow thing back on, don't I? Arse candles. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get hooked up. Everybody stop panicking. Calm down, put your willies away, just relax. There we go. There we go. It's all going to work out just fine. The boar's going to kill most of the elves, and we can have a little rummage through their stuff, see what they've brought with them. Although that said, probably won't, just leave it up there on the surface. I mean, let's get real. I'm only looking through what the elves have brought in the hope that they brought some musical instruments, some interesting books, or some animals in cages that I might be able to use, and that's about it. Otherwise, I mean, elves are just offensively useless. They're awful creatures. Utter wastes of space. The wild boar sow skeleton kicks the elf merchant in the head with her right front hoof, bruising the muscle. The force twists the neck, tearing apart the fat and bruising the upper spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the upper spine has been bruised. Oh dear, it's not going well for the elves, is it? Is there a link between the light being on and the Dwarf Fortress being played? No, it's because I was attempting to set the cameras up for tomorrow's stream, and it was very, very dark without them. I could turn the little lights on, to be fair. It is getting a bit warm, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you hit Q and move the cursor over any structure, lever, bridge, etc., then Q, then Control M, it will show any other structure that's linked to it. Oh, intriguing. So Q. Okay, and then Control M. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Harold Beaver. Much appreciated. Welcome back to the stream, by the way. Thanks for joining us. Same to you, Tidy. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I'm a little boogie there. Redundant cue. Now I'm sort of thinking about that character out of Star Trek. Just can't get him out of my head. What's his name? Delantis? I can't remember the name of the actor who played him. Still. Never mind. 25 pages of what looked like pretty much boar successors. I'm not seeing I'm not seeing very much happening that's good for the elves. Okay, there was a bit of good stuff for the elves, which for some reason is coming up blue. Surely elves winning should also be red? But fair enough. If that's the way the game wants to play it, that's the way the game can play it. It's up to the game. It's not up to me. It's not my decision to make. It's up to RNGesus. Oh, hello, is that the wild boar? Oh, buggery. It is. Oh no, that's an actual wild boar. That's fine. Let's not worry about the actual wild boar. Oh wait, did the boar get named for killing all the elves? Uthmixebsa, where are you? Oh, it did get named for killing all the elves. Arse. What do? Do we rush it? Do we rush it? Or do we just wall ourselves in the hope that it won't get past us? Marty DeLorean. I'm not sure that's correct. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What's with the Back to the Future references suddenly? I'm seeing Great Scots. Can we recruit it to the Fortress Guard? I mean, I'm not sure it has the cognitive capacity to understand our request. Would you like to join? Ah, it looks like I didn't pause it, and it doesn't matter what happens because somebody's being fucked by the pig right now. Oh dear. Oh dear, yes, it is actually killing Harry Beaver. But You're going out with style, Harry. You are enraged at all enemies. So let's have a little look and see how that's turning out for you. The wild boar skeleton is fighting. Attack lances away. Attack lances away. I'm not seeing you doing a lot of good attacks. You're getting kicked in the left upper leg. That's not great. You're giving it your best. You're really trying. You're really trying, but not really doing much damage. The stray dog did a bit more, actually. It teared a skull tendon, or tore a skull tendon, rather, which is nice. Glances away. Man, your knuckles will be fucked. Just punching a raw skeleton. Your fists glancing off every which way but loose. Man, imagine it was every which way but loose. Old Clyde would do a much better job. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Actually, because of their sort of size and stockiness, I wonder if dwarves have comparable strength to a chimpanzee or an orangutan. It's an interesting thought. Interesting thought, that. Excuse me. Rush it, it'll be a pain in the arse until it's dead, says Sal. I'm tending to think that way. It wasn't Harry Shipman. It was something Delancey or John Delancey. That's it, Plutonium Jesus. I think you're doing it. You're being right. Being right. Draft Harold and instruct him to kill. He'll fight better. Okay. Well, you know what? I think Harold is already in a military unit. He's probably in one of these, isn't he? Harry Beaver. Harry Beaver, Harry Beaver, Harry Beaver. No, apparently not. Interesting. Well, you will be now. You're going into the golden matches with Claycree. Einod goes in first. Then we go down to the next available space and we find Harry Beaver. There you go. The next available space gives us Besmar. Then the final space gives us Murder Machine. Then we go to the Tombs of Ringing. Ding Dong. And then we come down and we find Canasoda. Next one is Odom Esteller. Then that's the whole squad full. What about the Constructive Owls? For a moment there I went off into a little reverie trying to come up with a way to use the phrase "don't give a hoot" and somehow make it constructive, but it didn't work out. I had to come back to you. I had to leave my little mind palace and come back to the dirty real world. Let's create a new no-uniform squad. The Respectful Urns. Very good. And then we shall add Degel, Ocelot, Polycarp and Casson. Lovely. We've got 4 squads. Every dwarf in the fortress, barring children and babies, are drafted. Let's do it. Squad A, B, C, D. Please kill this little undead picky wicky. There we go. Lovely. Let's see what happens. There is a significant chance it will result in everybody in the fortress dying, but we'll see. We'll see. Nobody has any particular skill, but if we can overwhelm it with sheer numbers, there is a chance that we will survive. Oh, there we go. I believe that's old HB popping his clogs. Why are we suddenly zooming to here? A stray dog has been found. Oh, migrants. Oh, what a lucky bunch. They have to come past the combat zone anyway to actually get into the fortress. So it's well, let's see who they are first. Let's have a little cheeky peek at Dwarf Therapist and see what we get out of it. So let's sort by migration wave. We had 36 adults, 4 children and 2 vulnerable babies. And now we have 51 adults. Hello! This appears to be quite the wave. Let's take a little peek. I'm too far away from the monitor to see this easily. Level 7 miner. No, that's not a miner, it's a carpenter. Level 13 planter. Got a few medical skills here, a few metalworking skills. I'm not seeing anything that's making me tumescent. Let's have a look at the military. Oh, we've got 10 kills and 11 kills. They've both got a smattering of weapon skills. Ooh, that rhymes. 5 elves and 5 dwarves. Ooh, I mean, does killing 5 dwarves cancel out killing 5 elves? I don't think so. I feel like killing 1 elf gives you like a pass on killing like 5 dwarves per elf, right? Notable kill, Icop, Certain Riddle, the human, and 5 Zons creatures and 5 humans. This guy's focused much more on undead and humans, so I quite like his killingness. However, until he gets into the fortress properly, to a meeting hall, he cannot actually do any fighting. So let's unpause the game, get all our peeps in. Let's zoom in a bit soon. There we go. Zoom in a bit. A lot of bones on the ground. I'm not very happy about this. I'm just going to do a quick refresh. 51, 50. We've lost a dwarf. I'm pretty sure it's Harry Beaver. Hopefully he's the last to go. Oh, no, we've lost another one. We're down to 49 population. I'm not seeing the beast anywhere, although everyone's suddenly out of military uniform, so presumably it's dead? Question mark? Let's have a little look. What's going on in the combat reports here? Where's the boar? Where's the boar? Wild boar, sow skeleton is fighting. Glances away, glances away, glances away. The recruit punches the wild boar sow skeleton in the neck with his right hand, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Severed neck. Does that... presumably that counts as a severed head? I mean, I don't know how that affects undead, but we'll see. I'm not seeing a whole heap of red. It does look like we've got the upper hand on it, so to speak. Let me just check the pop once more. We had 49 adults, we've got still 49. We may have the creature down. Let's press U, go and have a little peek. It's gone. It has been destroyed. Oh, a named giant cave swallow's mucking around. Okay, that's fine. So, let's get rid of these military alert orders. That's fine, they cancel out anyway. That's all good. In come the new migrants. Very nice. The boar is gone. Are the elves still in a fit state to do anything, or are they all totally fucked? Let's look on the thing. Oh, did all the elves die? Did you die fighting an undead boar when only 2 of our boys, 3 maybe, when only a few of our boys died? Oh, poor little elves. Oh, it's so sad. It's so bloody sad. Just in case anyone's missing the sarcasm there, I don't feel particularly bad about it. It may have gone over some people's heads, but I hate elves. And not just in Dwarf Fortress, in real life. I mean, in as much as you can hate a fictional creature. Still no links. Has the order been suspended? I'm guessing it has. Let's zoom out a bit, because we don't need to be this close. And let's check. Add. It's bridge. Off. Okay. Now we can do it, right? It looks like some of these boiks might actually be injured. They're sitting there in a flashing puddle of red blood. Oh, Curly, Righteous Boner, Diana Sark's cult. It looks like quite a few namies have piled up there, not feeling too well. We might need a hospital. We might need to do something about this by creating a hospital. Let's have a little look at our hotkeys. Where can we put one of those? Where would be a good place for a hospital? I'm thinking maybe on the food court level, perhaps? We still haven't built the dining hall. Holy shit. That's normally one of my first things I do. I'll tell you what, we'll make it on the meeting hall level. That sounds like a good way to do it, doesn't it? We put the hospital just over here, so I'm going to put a door there. We're going to make it a double, and then I'm going to pop the door there, and bosh. Hospital. Or it will be a hospital at least when I'm done. Back up to the surface. Yeah, it looks like they're injured, otherwise they wouldn't just be laying there. Somebody is standing on top of the bridge. That could indicate they're working on it, although that does not necessarily have to be the case. Hello Rando, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. I'd be worried about that 5 dwarfs guy. He could be a weirbeast. That's a good point, Sal. Although, having said that, equally, over here in the old dwarf therapist, I got the old box ticked that tells me when someone's a weird creature, so I'm guessing he's not using my psychic powers. Right. Anyone done that link up yet? Oh, for Christ's sake, get on with it, dwarves. What's your plan here? Just sort of stare at it and hope it gets linked up? I'm going to link it psychically. Maybe not, maybe not. 6 dwarves had a vote of they should kill 5 elves. Only 1 dwarf voted yes. He then slaughtered the elves and elf collaborators alike. And now we have that hero at our fortress. That's probably what happened. Yes, that's correct. That's how it worked. He made the right choice. But I would go further. They don't have to collaborate with the elves. They just have to look at elves without giving them the stink eye, and then that's it. That's a genuine, full-blown crime. Okay, let's get this fortress sealed up, shall we? Come on, boys. Come on. Everybody get out there. Put that bloody mechanism in place. Let's get this bridge linked up, and then we can seal the fortress when we need to, which will probably be quite soon. It's not like we've had any shortage of undead sieging this fortress. We're getting lots of bedrooms, that's nice. They're not being dug out right now, but hopefully that's because the hospital has taken higher priority. I hope. Any sign of the hospital being dug? No. No. Definitely not. It's okay though. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, we've run out of tin bars. That seems like an unlikely situation. Okay, we just need more smelted, that's all. We haven't got the throughput on our cassiterite smelting operation to make sure we can get cages made at fast enough rate. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody relax. Take it easy. Take it easy. Put down the gun. Just calm. So, what's my long-term goal here? Have I got any plans? Am I even... Or is it just survive? Is it that raw? Are we just at the basic level of keep going, another day, you can do it? I think you could probably aim for more than that, right? Oh yeah, I was doing lots of mining down here, wasn't I? I was going nutso for the old mining. Right below the old... shit, I've lost my stairwell. Where was it? Bottom right? Bottom right, there we go. All the way down. No, that's a cavern baffle. Mind you, we're below cavern layer 3, so the idea that we need a cavern baffle is a bit much. Ugh, not having much luck there. Is that it? Yikes. Rubbish. Rubbish. Absolute ball sweat. Hello, Ravelin. Anti-elf propaganda. Oh my goodness. No, it's helpful information to let you make decisions more correctly. It's not propaganda. Goodness me. You could designate some bedrooms as hospital temporarily. Ah, yes, that's a good point. You could do that. You could take some of these half-finished bedrooms. I see you've got a shattered jawbone. Would you care to come to my bedroom? That's a little bit much, isn't it? That's a little bit intense there. Build door. That's a trade depot. It's a lowercase d, not a capital scoundrel. And then do it in planning mode, so they end up building doors, which we should have a standing order for, right? They should be merrily placing or merrily creating doors at a fair old pace, right? I'm not best pleased with the idea that they've stopped making doors, but we'll see what's going on. We'll find out. We will find out. We need to put some beds in as well, otherwise these are going to be pretty shit bedrooms. Go, pop that in there, that in there. Da-da-da. Oh dearie me. Shouldn't take too long just to get these done. And the upper row, and then we'll take, if any of the bedrooms on the rows that have already been done have been claimed, or temporarily make them little hospital beds. I suppose if I... There we go. If I say... We've got to check them first, haven't we? So this one has an owner. Has an owner. No owner there. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, every bloody room apart from one has been claimed, doesn't it? Oh no, that one. That one. That one. Oh, they wouldn't. They have to claim rooms that aren't next to each other, don't they? They can't just go, oh, let's just take the next one. That would be convenient. That would make it easy just to make a large area for hospitals. Daniel's son. You know what? Much as it's sane, sensible advice, I'm not going to take it. Speaking of sane and sensible, I bummed myself out yesterday. I started watching this guy's YouTube series called Down the Rabbit Hole by some guy called something Knudsen. I forget his name, but I watched about the inventor of that Temple OS. Jesus, what a depressing story. Like some guy made an operating system and like started developing more and more serious schizophrenia over the course of his life, and then 4chan got in and started fucking winding him up, which was no good. Very sad story. Still, mate. Could be worse. Then I watched a documentary about furries and I realised that, hey, I know some of these people from back in the day in school. Or at least I heard about the events. It's very crazy. The music is loud. I am a little bit further away from the microphone than I need to be. Let me just turn the music down a touch. There we go. It's already fading out, but I'm also turning it down a bit. Okay. Is that any better? Let's wait for the music to restart. Come on. Come on. We could take bedrooms next to each other, but have you smelled Dave's feet? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, they've got double thick walls. If the smell of your feet is penetrating double thick walls, then that's some serious odour. That's those are some naughty feet. Why is this not... Oh, because it's not inside a burrow. That's why. We need to add most of the flipping fortress to the burrow, because it's just not in there. That's why they're not in these meeting halls. Oh, what a revelation. Here we go. This will get the hospital dug out. Question mark? Jesus wept. Come on. Add it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. A little bit of correctness. It's very nice. It's good when you get it in the right place. I love it, in fact. Right, there we go. Let's add these doorways to the thing. Lovely. Down we go. Let's add the entire storage depot. You know what? I'm going to add the walls too. It may seem crazy, and that might be because it is, but I don't know. I've got no idea what is and isn't crazy anymore. Let's just for the sake of safety, cover that out. Lovely. Down another level. That's all good. Don't need to go and talk to the chickens just now. Fine. Go down the floor. Bedrooms. Maybe we could pop those inside. Kind of makes sense to have all the bedrooms inside the burrow, right? Seems like it would make very little sense to have them outside of the burrows. Same for the nobles' rooms. Let's pop those inside the burrows. There we go. It's boring, I know, all this little bit of housekeeping, but it needs getting done. Probably best to put the graveyard inside the alert too. That could actually be why some of those bodies are stinking the place up upstairs. Then we need to put all these traps... No, let's not put traps in there. Bullshit, not traps. Workshops. Let's keep all the workshops inside the burrow, because that means people can actually get stuff done. Which is, you know, kind of handy when you want to get things done in a fortress. People being actually able to do stuff. It's a power play. It's a great way to get things done. Okay, here we go. Oh my giddy goose. Here we go. Let's get the anvil stockpile inside the burrow as well. Why I did that little strip there and not this bit, I don't know, but okay, that's what happened. There we go, a bit more in here. Lovely. Let's get these bits inside the digging zone. Take me to the digging zone. Okay, that's good, isn't it? our clothing stockpile, although pretty much inactive at the moment. It makes sense to bring it inside the work area. There we go. And then of course this bad boy needs covering. Farms, we need the farms on there as well. Oh, of course, this is where we got our initial tranche of cassiterite to smelt. Tranche, what a word. Oh, they're already inside the burrow. That's fine. Okay, it looks like all the burrows are set. Let's let things advance. Go back up to the surface and watch them hook this thing up? Question mark. And also put our corpses in the graveyard? Question mark. No? Apparently not. Oh. Yes, there we go. There's a corpse being extracted, I think. Again, could be wrong. The number of corpses reducing. Let me check the population still staying at 49. It's good. It's good. The population is staying at 49. I think getting a hospital going is probably going to improve that. Where did I put the hospital again? Keep going down. Forget which floor I even put the bloody thing on. Oh, there we go, in the meeting hall room. Good, good. We've got miners going in. We should have more than 2 miners, I think. Then again, do we have more than 2 picks? If not, can I build a tin pick? Oh, hello, Beardstar. Sorry, I didn't realise that was you talking about the audio there. Thanks for joining us again. I got you mixed up with Dave. We've both got the same very tasteful lilac colour for your name. The miasma comes out from under the door. It's a medical condition. It counts as a disability. For you or the people around you if they smell that bad. The efficiency is about to pick up. I mean, maybe, hopefully. I mean, that is the dream, isn't it? Yikes, we're currently at 30 frames a second. What is killing the frame rate? We were alright a minute ago. It's probably the alert, isn't it? Is anybody coming to fix that sodding bridge? It's not like they're not allowed to. Cancel store item in stockpile. Drop off inaccessible. But what is it that Curly is attempting to do? Where are you, Curly? Can't drop whatever it is off because it's inaccessible. But why? Why is it inaccessible? Okay, well, let's just let it run for a bit and see what happens. Maybe they'll get that stuff sorted, maybe they won't. But for now, we've got the burrows set up a bit more efficiently. It should be okay. If I put the... yeah, that's all inside. That's all fine. Do you have a mechanic to link the bridge, and are they busy or depressed? That's a good question. Very well done. I'm glad you caught that. That was a test. Well done. Congratulations. Gold star. Let's have a little look. The mechanics are here. We have 3 currently in the fortress. One of whom is very unhappy, but the other 2, they're alright. Poor old can of soda is in a right old stinking mood. Oh dear, dear. But that is mainly due to the number of dead bodies he's seen recently, so... you know, there's not much we can really do. Sure, we could try and get them to move all these dead bodies, but... oh, is the graveyard full? I mean, it seems unlikely. We did put a lot of graves in, right? Yeah, there's an empty one there. We've got plenty of grave space. We've got better accommodation for the dead than we have for the living. Oh, hang on a minute. Ooh, fortress. What? Dwarf therapist? Yuck. There we go. Thank you for the attempt at doing that, Nolpesterhausen, but unfortunately, it didn't matter because I haven't put the webhook thing on. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that a different way because it seems to make OBS get a little bit crashy, which is a shame. Nice idea. No cigar. So, we should have a mechanic going fine. Let's have a look at the mechanics workshop. Nothing going on in there, but it is, yes, it is inside the the working zone. Rock mechanisms have been suspended for construction. Pourquoi? Did I do that deliberately, or is that part of the thing? Let's have a look here. We do have a lot of mechanisms, and they are inside Burrow 1, so I'm not entirely sure what the issue is there getting them from A to B. We'll see, though. That's right, we are back to pooping. Ooh, Plutonian, Jesus, careful there. You don't want to over poop. Man, we had the toilet blocked this morning. I had to get up and unblock it with a stick. Oh, to live in a house with people who do small poos. Maybe I could move in with a bunch of foxes. I've never seen a massive fox shit. Mind you, they always seem to be obsessed with pooping on things. I've never seen a fox turd that wasn't sitting on top of something, and you think, how does this creature even have a concept that is a thing? You know, like, you know, those every now and again you see like a discarded child's shoe or a mitten or something in the street. If a fox is taking a dump when it's walking down the street, or needs a dump when it's walking down the street, it sees that and goes, oh, drops its little foxy poo on it. But then why? That's the question. Why are they so reliable about pooping on stuff? No such thing as over pooping, says Ravelin. And North Westerhausen did point out dysentery. Dysentery, very much excessive pooping. But then again, I suppose, like, maybe going into overpoop is like going into Overwatch. So instead of going for a dump, you merely chamber it and get ready for the first thing that surprises you, and then just let it out then. Hopefully, it'll give you time. It's like the opposite of Overwatch in a way, because Overwatch you want to release at the moment the enemy is spotted, or anything is spotted, whereas Overpoop very much is trying to keep it from firing. Excuse me, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I appear to have gone off on a bit of a weird one. Dysentery is all a matter of perspective, is it though? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I feel like no matter where I stand, liquid shit flying out of my arse is going to look like that. It's going to be flying out of my arse. You're going to need some pretty crazy non-Euclidean geometry to make it not look like I'm losing my bodily fluids. That's right. Oh, we've hit our first strike on the triangle of trouble. The Triforce of Ban. It's good. The Triforce of Toss. Ah, dear. They're still not linking up that bridge, are they? Or have they done it and I've just ignored them? There's always that. No links. They keep not doing it. Bridge. No, not the obsidian one. The quartzite one. That one and that one. Just those two. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Cancel task. Add. Pick up bridge. Are those mechanisms that they don't have access to? That's the question. So I'm going to come down and try and do some different mechanisms. Let's go to page 2 of the mechanisms and use this one and this one. Do the linking up now. Let's see what happens. Let's have a little peek at what happens here. People will die quickly if they're not taken to hospital. You could designate a hospital underneath them. Goodness. A makeshift triage centre. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's get the hospital there and do that. H hospital. There's no point setting the information. Maybe we could put some beds in. Oh dear, got a couple of beds in. There's at least 2 people. I think there's a third actually. Let's put another bed in. Just there, fuck it. Let's put a load of beds in. Hopefully they'll get put into beds and everything will be tickety-boo and they'll get cured instantly because a hospital, just that's how they work. You walk in, all of your troubles just disappear. Maybe not. Maybe not. Kind of depends what you've got. If you just happen to be a bit overwrought, then maybe that's okay. Maybe you do walk into hospital and they go, there's nothing wrong with you, mate. Then again, I feel like if you tell someone who's neurotic or hypochondriac that they've got nothing wrong with them, that's got to be worse, right? Is the best thing you could do to give them sort of placebo pills and say, there you go, take those. Then again, I don't think a doctor can do that, can they? Can a doctor do that? Certainly not in the UK. I feel like that would be a bit weird. They have to actually tell you what they're doing. They can't. They have to tell you it's a placebo. And although apparently that still works, I feel like it doesn't work as well, right? Interesting. No, we don't have water. We can't really bust down into the well yet either because we don't have chains. Although I do have the capability to make chains now, so maybe I should bang out a couple of tin chains. That might make sense. They're still not doing it, are they? Hang on. Let's check again. We've had this before, haven't we? What was the problem before with linking up triggers? Why weren't they doing it? Because we had in that fort prior where they were sitting there ignoring the orders. In the UK, I don't think a doctor has to tell you anything. Interesting. I assumed that they would have to keep you informed of what they're doing. I mean, unless you've been sectioned, right? I'm pretty sure once you've been sectioned, then they're now making decisions in like power of attorney and stuff, aren't they? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy? Because it feels like the idea that a doctor can just do stuff without your permission. They have to ask your permission to do stuff, right? Oh, you're right, Arctrek. That's true. The bridge was raised, yeah, so it wasn't available to be worked on. Whereas this one, very much available. Oh, I know why they're not doing any of the crap with the corpses, because they're outside the burrow. Oh, they're not. Huh. Let's just make the burrow a little bit bigger. See if that helps. I don't think those guys have got much chance of surviving, to be honest. I get the feeling that they're gonna be in trouble. Because there's no beds coming for our makeshift hospital. They're not even moving... Oh, they are moving the corpses. Someone just came and grabbed one. It's fine. The mechanisms, I'm pretty sure, in the burrow. Because we've got this stockpile here inside the burrow. And we did see someone just run up with a mechanism, didn't we? If I'm not very much mistaken. Ah! Job done. Okay, so let's quickly remove this bad boy from the burrow. Good lad. Then we come down to the lever room. We say add a job, pull, do it now. Bosh, surface. Take a little goosey gander at the bridge and hope that it closes. Ba-da-ba-da. And now we can turn the alert off. Oh, there we go. Bingo. Everybody can get back to normal. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Let's check our population quickly. Currently sitting at 49. We haven't lost anybody. Hooray. Chalk that up as a victory. Victory. Right, let's go to the hospital again, which is here. Brilliant. We've got plenty of space dug out now. Make a new zone. Enter hospital. Lovely. And then we want to put some doors on it. If you liked it, then you should have put a door on it. There we go. Oh, I see what you're playing, Fuzzy. I see Fuzzy playing that. Don't even know if he's here, actually. What are we doing? Doors, beds. Beds for the bed god. Building present. Oh, there's already a bed there. Fair enough, we're in planning mode. That's fine. There we go. Let's just fill it up with beds. And then come out and do tables. Planning mode on as well. Screw it. Table each. Need some chairs, not chairs, chains for traction benches, don't I? And then we should probably make a thread stockpile. Yeah. It's going to somewhat slow down our textiles, but that's fine. That should be good. I made it an animal stockpile, but we can deal with that. deny the animals. Go down to cloth. There we go. Enable. Silk thread's fine. Plant thread's fine. Yarn thread is fine. Metal thread, absolutely not. Do not put any adamantine in there. Okay. Oh, Diana Sark's cult, feeling dehydrated, probably due to the fact we don't have a well and therefore can't give them any water. It's sad, but it's the best we can do. Amazing. Not sure what the context for that is, but good. So, what do we need? Have I got all the hospital stuff? Thread, cloth, splints, powder for casts, buckets, soaps, tables, traction benches, boxes and bags. Okay, some boxes. So, BH for container. And we'll put those... Oh, look at that. We've got loads of these bad boys. Can't go into planning mode, but that's fine. Probably unnecessary to put quite so many in there, but whatever. Ah, tits. Space for one more. And then I think, realistically... Beds, tables, traction benches, boxes, bags, thread, cloth, splints, crutches, powder for casts, buckets and soap. We'll get there. We'll get there. At the moment, that looks like there's enough stuff going in. It'll be fine. No need to panic. Hot all day. We've got a storm front coming through and it's extremely pleasant right now. And that's good. That's good. They're unlikely to do well. You are correct there. The well is an issue. However, if I go to here, the well is down here, and if we dig it out, we're opening ourselves up to this cavern. Actually, I think we've established that things can't climb up the well, haven't we? Or have we? Okay, well, we'll take the risk in a bit. First of all, though, I need to come here and say, please make me some chains. I'm assuming they're going to be furniture. I want to make them out of tin. Chains. There we go. Let's make a few, just so we've got them. And then once those chains have been made, we can have a lovely time making a well. We also need some buckets. Can we make tin buckets as well? I mean, we don't actually have that much tin on hand. We need to get more smelteries going. Shall I... I've got to do it eventually, haven't I? Let's do it. Priority 1. Diggy wiggy. There we go. Hopefully it won't vaporise whoever does the dig. But we'll see. We'll see. It's entirely possible that it will. I wouldn't bet on the giant tarantula not being able to climb. Yeah, that's true. Did they just straight up cancel the order because there weren't any tin bars? That's not supposed to happen, is it? Question mark? Oh, nobody's coming, are they? They're just hanging around, and we're going to wander off. We're not going to see what happens. We're just going to find someone missing one day. Come on. Because if anyone gets vaporised by the magma, we need to give them a memorial slab. We can't bury them. Man, we need to get some different metals. This cassiterite is not doing it for me. Hopefully we'll find some hematite or magnetite or something. Something that we can get iron out of. That would be lovely. Then once we've done that, we have a road to steel. I mean, theoretically, I mean, we only need one thing made out of the stuff so we can dupe it, but that just doesn't feel quite right. Righteous boner is dehydrated. Oh dear. A dehydrated boner. Sad. Not what you want. Ideally, you want a boner to be fully hydrated. Otherwise, where's the rigidity coming from, right? It's just not going to work. If you were to keep your tin in a tin container and you had none left, you could say tin. Tin, tin, tin. Tin in the tin tin? Tins in the tin tin? Tin, 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 tin. I think that might work easier with a Scottish accent. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. Can you use grates around the cistern to prevent creatures from getting in? Cistern? We don't have a cistern, unfortunately, North Westerhausen. My setup for the well is much cruder than that, unfortunately. It's just a big hole over some water in a cavern. That's the best we've got. Thirsty Bono, heavens above. Heavens above. Hell's below. No one's going down there, are they? What are my miners up to? Let me have a quick peek at who we've got. Are my miners all ill, poorly boys? Or are they all well? Rando 303 and Clay Cree, both miners. Neither of them are miserable. They do have other jobs that they can do, including, in Clay Cree's case, being a mechanic. So maybe Clay Cree's got an excuse? Not so sure about Rando. What are they currently doing? I'm just going to do a quick refresh, take a little peek at what they claim to be up to. Rando is drinking. And Clay Cree is digging. Interesting. Where is Clay Cree digging? Let's find him. Clay Cree, zoom. Oh, he's down in the mines. I mean, that does kind of make sense. Are these priority 1 though? Oh, what fuck-witted moron. I mean, I know it's me, but what fuck-witted moron made the mines priority 1? That's stupid. Like, priority 3 for the mines, please. We're always going to want the actual structural fortress digging to be done before any sort of exploratory material acquisition digging, right? It only makes sense. It only makes sense. Come on. Give in. Why are you still digging down here? There's a priority 1 diggy. Up here. In this room. No? Or did I not make that priority 1? I did. I definitely did. He's not interested though. He's like, I'm down here. I'll do the priority 2s first, then the priority 1s. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. I'm sorry I made them, PL. I'm a fucking useless prick. I'll never do it again. Question mark? Made what? Made what now? Flying creatures can get up the well, but you could put the well inside a room with a security bridge. Now that is not the worst idea I've ever heard. In fact, if we put the bridge here, that should be fine. Oh, Righteous Boner's starving now. Hungry like the dong. That doesn't work, does it? How do I make this? That's not a door. I don't want a door. I want a bridge. There we go. That's better. Like that. Right there. And we want to open it that way. Back. Cool. We make it out of the local day site. Dakite. We've had this before. Do that. Then we can link it up to a lever and everything will be hunky-dory. I presume that isn't actually linked up to anything, is it? Let's have a quick check. This one here. No, I just build bridges. Don't link them up to levers. There's no point doing that. They'd actually be useful then. And we don't want useful bridges. We want useless bridges. I mean, technically, doesn't a bridge have to span some kind of hole? Those bridges don't seem to be doing anything of the sort. Oh, Pete with the priority 1. I see. I see. I get you. Oh, did Diana die? Hang on. Does look like it. Hang on. Oh, 2 people have died. Hello. That must be everybody up at the surface, right? Yes. Yeah. It's no longer a hospital, but that's fine. I'm going to say, let's get rid of these beds because they're not needed anymore. Okay, bed's all gone, and also de-designate this as a hospital because it's not much use to us anymore. We have an actual hospital properly designated. Not that anybody who needed it has ever been taken there, which is a shame. It's a tragedy. What a tragedy. Oh yeah, I was going to put a ballista back here, wasn't I? Firing over the stairs. Then again, we were querying whether it could actually go over the stairs, weren't we? The drawbridge just needs to raise. It doesn't have to span a hole. Ah, interesting. Oh, we've got to save. Oh, I've got a can of cider there that I'm eyeballing, but I don't know if I should save it for tomorrow. Ah, fuck tomorrow, scoundrel. He can be sober. Oh, shit. It's not just cider, it's got like blackcurrant in it, I think. Actually, ambiguously named dark fruit. Cider with dark fruit flavourings, sugar and sweetener. What the fuck? Sugar? Sweetener? Why would you have both of them? Just put enough sugar in. Oh well, here's me thinking it was just common old blackcurrant. Apparently not. It's just actual dark fruit. Still, it smells nice. Tastes nice. Do. Maybe it won't sit too well with the beer I had already. But we'll see. We'll see. Cheapest junk fruit pulp. Well, I suppose you only need... it's Sainsbury's own brand dark fruit cider. Serve chilled. Rogue cider. Yeah, it's a bit off brand, but it's okay. I like it. It's got sellotape in. I have a habit. I go to the... I always look around the alcohol section for where they... Because they move it around in the store, but where they put all the dinged up tins. And these ones, there's like 4 of them wrapped up in sellotape for £3. And I thought, screw it. Let's go for it. Can't go wrong for £3. I mean, I suppose it could go wrong. It could taste foul, but it doesn't. It tastes alright. The enemy has come and are laying siege to the fortress. Oh, for once, I could not give even half a fart. Look at them. Oh, and they've gone immediately. Well, that was short-lived, wasn't it? Got a Gorlak, got a giant bat, got a Reacher, 2 kangaroo bucks, 2 kangaroo does. It's looking all good. Oh, hello, I've got another load. They've all turned up as well. What are you up to, guys? Have you fucked off as well? Yeah. Oh, no. They're all hanging around the bottom, these ones. That's fine, though. We don't need to worry about these bad boys. They're never getting into the fortress. What are they? Let's have a look. Griffin brass. Mab tombs polished. Okay. This sounds like a goblin. Let's have a little look, shall we? V for view. Ah. A large, one-eyed humanoid. It has thin wings of stretched skin. Its black skin is leathery. This night creature was first created by the human necromancer Ido Walkbottle of Spike 7, after horrible experiments on the dwarf Melville pastime glazers. In Griffin brass in the year 281. Very exciting. It's a very old creature, 281, and it's year 315. Wow. Oh, I say, actually, it's not that old, is it? 281, 91, 2000, 301. So it's like 45. Well within a human lifespan. Oh dear. Hopefully well within my lifespan. That would be nice to make it past 45. Another 6 years, go down a treat. A bit more would be better, but, you know. Beggars can't be choosers. Although I don't think that's true. I mean, in a lot of circumstances, beggars can't be choosers. But, you know, there are things they can choose. Like what kind of begging strategy to use. That's a choice, right? You could do one of the guys like up in Oxford Street who gets the little mould, fills it with sand, lifts it up, you've got a perfect little sand dog shape, and then sit there all day with a little brush, making out like you're actually sculpting it for all the people walking past. Cheeky little fuckers, I've seen you. I know what you're doing. The cider is not warm, but it's not as chilled as it was when I brought it in here, to be fair, because it's been sitting there for an hour, so... Could be cooler. I really should attempt to nurse that a bit more. I'm going to make it last. I do have another can, but I was probably going to save that for tomorrow night. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll keep myself sober for tomorrow. Actually, I am playing Kingdom Death Monster, and that is a pretty brutal game, so maybe I need to keep my wits about me. Keep myself sharp and alert. Then again, how often does that happen even when I am sober? Not very often. I'm not what you would call the sharpest, most alert man in the world. Why are we at 20 odd frames a second as well? Oh, it's the siege, isn't it? Oh, hang on, it's going up. 45. Not the worst. 70 frames a second. That's pretty good. Okay, why are we not getting our sweet, sweet magma dig here? What's the deal? Can they not get down to this floor? I don't think they can they? For some reason, no ramp has been created. Oh, for fuck's sake. In that case, we need to do another one, don't we? We need to channel down. I think if we say DH channel, and then if we just do it... Stop it, scoundrel. There we go. Over the top of one of these walkway bits, we should be fine, right? Question mark. Let's see what happens. Let's do it at priority 1. And fingers crossed it will create a lovely ramp for ingress and egress. Someone's picked up the job. This is what we want. Yak cow starving, donkey foal starving. Why? Surely they all have access to grass in our lovely pasture? Maybe they're not actually in the pasture, that's a chance. They could have been in the elven cages. That could be an issue, couldn't it? Distinct possibility. Drop down to 40 frames a second and we appear to have completely frozen as well. What's all this? Why the jumpy, staggery madness game? Please? Why you fuck with me like this? Oh, we're running out of tin bars and plump helmet spawn by the look of things. That should be okay. I'll go and look at the farm situation in a second. I just want to keep an eye on this just to make sure we get our magma dug the way we wanted it. The donkey and the yak came with the migrants. Ah, that makes sense. Although, you know, it's never a good sign when people are coming with donkeys. That was a bad joke. And I'm a bad man for making it. Let's have a look up here. What was I going to do at the farm again? I was about to do something up here and now I've completely forgotten what it was. Oh, I was going to go to the pasture, that was it. Let's go into there and say, pasture information, give me my grazers. There we go, donkey, yak, bosh, done. Job, as they say, is a good one. Okay. Come on, people. 9 idlers. We should be able to get this done pretty quickly. We don't have any other... We have people to do whatever's distracting our lovely miner. They can get down here and do a bit of digging. That would be wonderful. Come on. Do the diggy deed. You are the dwarf and you're supposed to dig some holes. Dig, 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 dig holes. Avoiding copyright as much as I can. Not that I suspect the holders of that copyright are particularly litigious. Come on. Somebody get down here and dig. We know you've got the job in your sights. You see that it's glowing with that yellow sparkle. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, hang on. Is this the guy? This is the guy. And this job's been picked up too. That's good. Get down here, you wild jazz hander, and start digging out my magma hole. Yes? Question mark? Anyone coming down? Here they come. Who is it? Who's doing it? I think it's Rando. Oh, Rando. Prepare to be vaporized. Oh, Brando. Such daring do. Amazing work. Congratulations. What are you doing with your baby? Hello? Yeah, pick up a heavy boulder and haul that out slowly. That seems like a fantastic idea. Well done. Congratulations, you fucking dingleberry. Okay, we need to forbid this area. D, B, F. There we go. Let's forbid all this horrible stone. There we go. Leave the stone. Get out of here. Of course they all came down and started grabbing stone. They had no interest in it whatsoever until the lava started seeping everywhere. And then they're like, oh, it seems like a perfect time to get all that stone we left down there. Oh, let's go and do that, shall we? Oh, you silly little dwarves. You silly little billies. Okay, so. Got tin bin production resuming. That's good. I feel like we might need to place... start thinking about stockpiles for statues and stuff like that. And again, run low on coffers. What goes in this stockpile? Why have we got furniture stockpile? Yeah, what particular furniture goes in here? Oh, bins. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm happy with that. We're almost in the clothes zone. Take me to the clothing zone. We were going to do the stockpiles for clothes at the end of last session, weren't we? Honestly, though, we aren't really banging out a whole heap of thread and cloth at the moment, so maybe until we have materials coming in, I'm not going to start setting up the production lines, because it's just going to get awkward. People will be saying things like, "Where are my socks?" and I'll be saying things like, "Oh, fuck off. You and your clothes. Just be proud of how you look in the knit. Have a little strut around nude. See how it makes you feel. Let your balls hang low." Good. Looking at this, I think we're going to get enough magma coming through to fill it up. It's very nice. Provided it gets to, is it 3 or 4 deep? It doesn't evaporate, so we should be good. The ones down the bottom are all already at 4 and 5, so that's fine. Happy days. I wonder how the top of the lava looks at the moment. Let's go all the way up. Yeah, look at that. Check out the dancing numbers. Very nice. Have we still got undead? We do have undead. We've got loads. Griffin Brass's fist. Okay. Where are they? They've barely moved from where they turned up. Kind of disappointing. I thought they might be a little bit more proactive. I thought they might make a bit of effort. But no. Just hanging around, fucking about. Classic Griffin Brass, am I right? Griffin Brass wankers. So, what else do we need in our hobsbipple? Soap, of course. Don't really have a whole heap of access to soap materials. That's a bit of a problem. Apparently there's plenty of cloth in there, which is interesting. I've not set any stockpiles for cloth, but they appear to have brought that in anyway. Also splints and crutches. Oh, that's because of the chests, isn't it? They put it all in the chests. No powder for casts, even though we brought some. Got a couple of buckets. Okay. I'm guessing the powder for casts is up on the surface still by our old wagons. Still haven't unloaded all the crap that came with us. Sandbag, white sandbag, red sandbag. Yeah, very exciting. Cave spider silk rope. Cave spider silk rope, yada yada. Gypsum. There's some gypsum. Okay, well, we'll be able to get it sooner or later. Once the siegers get bored, we can open up the gate and let people in. Or let the gypsum in. Let my gypsum in. Still a bit of digging to do here, but that's fine. We're not in a huge hurry to get these beds done. Are they all made out of bauxite? I think they are, aren't they? Oh no, bloodthorn. Of course they're not made out of bauxite. Bauxite is stone. You can't make beds out of stone. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yes, the comb-shaped thing for lava is to put magma forges on top of. Yes, Northwesterhausen got there and explained it perfectly well before I even realised you'd asked the question. It says 32 frames a second, but it's chugging pretty severely. What's all this about? Why so much chug? Cancels plant seed, needs plump helmet spawn. Okay. Oh, hello. Bauxite Beard is the mayor. Oh, congratulations. Grats. Resuming production of tin bins. Need unrotten fruit. Cancels plant seed. Need plump helmet. Okay, most of the cancellations to do with the lack of plump helmet spawn and tin. But those are both things that I feel are soon not going to be issues. I should probably put floor in, shouldn't I, for those little holes I built. B. Constructed floor. And we will pop some floor here, made out of granite. And a bit here, also made out of granite. Made out of. That was pronounced very wrongly. Okay, so where do we start putting our smelters? That's the first step. Build workshop. Build furnace. Magma smelter. L. That needs a whole middle top. So we could probably pop them. What do you mean I can't build it over a piece of floor? That's just stupid. Okay. How about along the bottom here? We'll make some down here. So, yep, that's a viable spot. Made out of obsidian, sure, why not? And then we'll put one here. That's definitely a viable spot. And then we need to look down on the floor again. There's a good spot. Did I? There, made of obsidian. And pop another one. There we go. Just there. Also, that's 4 more smelters. That's put 4x more capacity for throughput for smelting, which is nice. We don't technically have that many people to operate the furnaces at the moment, but whatever. Whatever. Ooh, if one of those anvils is made of steel, we could start duping steel immediately, couldn't we? No, they're all iron. They're all iron anvils. Oh well, never mind. Don't forget to channel the hole. Oh, Sal, you are on the ball. Very much on the ball today. Let's do that. So DH. Oh, hello. What's this? Hello, Firehawk. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much for raiding. What a lovely gesture. What a fantastic thing to do. Let's quickly dig these holes out. So we're going to pop one smelter there. Okay, and then... Oh, thank you very much for the follows, everybody. Cold Wellington, fully trained noob. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Space, there we go. And then if we go down the floor to here, is that the right place? That's not the right place. We want it there. Oh, thank you, FTN Geeky Chic as well. Thank you very much. Lovely follow. Much appreciated. There we go. Let's pop all those orders there. Get them to dig that out. And once we've done that, we can pop some smelters in, and we can start thinking about banging a few bars out. It'll be good. Well, that's very much appreciated, Firehawk. Anytime. You're always free to pop by. Well, I say you're always free to pop by. I mean, I'm not always streaming. If I'm streaming, you're free to pop by. Otherwise, it's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. The greatest show on earth. I mean, it's a bold statement. I'm not entirely sure it's factually accurate, but it's all good. Question mark. Claimed a clothiers workshop. Excuse me? When did this mood happen? Okay. Looks like he's got the materials he needs. Or she. Bit of cloth. Okay. I mean, what else are they going to make clothes out of, to be fair? There's leather, but we've got that. Oh, hello. Leather? No, not leather. Off to get something else. I'm going to run a guess at bones. It's usually bones in this kind of affair. But we'll see. It's obviously going to be a tedious piece of useless clothing, but whatever. It's an item. It's an artifact. It's got some value. Some notional value, at the very least. Just don't ask about the mandrills. That's right. We don't want to get lost on a mandrill tangent. Scary blue-ass bastards. Anyway, so we're getting these holes dug out. Am I forgetting anything? Come on, you've got to be my memory people. You've got to help me make sure that I don't forget to do the obvious shit that needs doing. Because you know it's going to happen. Oh, whatever Moody Boy picked up, they've got to get more. Let's have a little look. That's a jeweller's workshop. There's the clothier's workshop. Gabbro, sheepwool cloth, sheepwool cloth, sheepwool cloth, and fine pewter bars. Okay. I went for metal, not bone. Intriguing. And now they're coming back with a block. Oh, we had a little frame judder there. More? What piece of clothing incorporates a rock block and metal bars? It seems improbable, to say the least. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's constructing one of those weights that people use to lift up with their willies. Have you seen that? The guys who like attach enormous weights to their penises and then swing them backwards and forwards between their legs. I don't know if that technically counts as an item of clothing, but it's the only thing that I can think of that someone would even technically wear that uses a block as part of its construction. Oh, and leather, and now he just sits. Question mark? Cut gems, stacked cloth. Now, cut gems is probably the bottleneck here. I'm fairly confident that we don't have any cut gems. We should have bones, though. Right, let's go to the jeweller, and we will say, please, could you cut me some praise? Or some slack? Oh, sorry. Wood opal. Never heard of wood opal before. I've got all these, right? That's why it says I can cut them. Emeralds. Now they're fancy pants, aren't they? Let's cut some emeralds. And I'm also going to Google what wood opal looks like. I'm going to find out. Wood opal. Ah, it's alright. Sort of brown with opalescent swirls, I would say. Not that exciting. This can't be wood opal, that's purple. Okay, sorry. Getting distracted by minerals again. They're minerals, goddammit. What was the name of the wife in Breaking Bad who refused to acknowledge that they were minerals, not rocks? How's things? I'm doing quite well, Firehawk. Thank you very much. I'm actually doing something a bit different tomorrow. I'm going to be doing Tabletop Simulator with some friends, and we're playing Kingdom Death Monster. I keep looking over here because that's where I normally have my camera, but it's up there. Feel free to pop along for that if you're interested. I don't know how popular Kingdom Death Monster is at large, but the guy who suggested using it, he's an absolute nut for it. He loves it. Hello, here we go. He's brought his doodahs in. He's cutting the emeralds. Hopefully we'll get a bit of activity from our lad in the clothier's workshop. Come on. We appear to have frozen. My arrow keys are doing diddly squat. It says 60 frames a second, very much none. Oh, 2 frames a second. 9 frames a second? Oh, here we go, it's coming back up again. I don't know what's going on here. This feels unstable. Maybe I should do a quick save. We should be careful. The mandrill Harold Shipman. No, I mean, nobody's killing mandrills in nursing homes. I can't imagine a mandrill sitting in a nursing bed hooked up to one of those beep, beep, beep machines. That doesn't happen. Look at the thing. They've got blue and red faces, blue and red arses, and canine teeth as long as your fucking finger. Those things go out in a blaze of glory. I reckon they play chicken with trucks or something. I reckon that's how modern mandrills go. They just lose their minds, fling themselves from high dams without any kind of support. I mean, just look at the eyes of a mandrill. They are frightening creatures. The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Is that started? They've started the construction. Hooray! We're off the hook. He's not going to go mad. The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. They put what I believe to be some kind of baboon or mandrill into the teleportation chamber, and it ends up getting turned inside out. Is it a mandrill? I wonder. Anyone remember that? Marie, that was it. That mineral's Marie. To be honest, this game exposes you to so many minerals and such. Spent a lot of time looking up gems and stuff from this game. Me too. Only recently though. Normally I just ignored them. But lately where I've been streaming, I don't know why, but I'm like, I want to know what this shit looks like. I want a vague idea. Tell me more, game. I used to collect minerals back in the day. I have one slice of like a geode somewhere that I bought on a holiday when we went to visit some caves. But that's the extent of my mineral collection. Oh, we've also got a lot of like limescale building up in the kettle and around the taps. Perhaps that counts? The forgotten beast, Setnek Vakarisned, has come. A giant feathered slug. Ugh. It has wings, and it has a gaunt appearance. Its orange feathers are patchy. Beware its noxious secretions. I will beware its noxious secretions. This creature sounds utterly vile, but thankfully it appears to have arrived on the first cavern layer, or the second cavern layer. All I know is it's not the third cavern layer, which is good. It's good. We don't want it to be the third cavern layer because that would be a serious problem. They've still not built this bloody thing. Okay, maybe our mason's busy. I have been placing a lot of stone stuff. If it's not between 7:30 and 10 o'clock, I might stop by between then and playing D&D. Ooh, exciting. Very good. Playing or running? Ooh, and we are starting about 8 o'clock-ish, so we're probably going to be going on later than 10, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Who knows? Maybe you'll be deep in your game and not want to stop. I've had that before. It's always good when you get to near the end of a game of tabletop role-playing and you're like, oh no, come on, let's get a little bit more in. Let's go on a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Well, technically, actually, Ravelin, it's today, because it's now 1:45 in the morning. But, yeah, tomorrow we're doing the Kingdom Death Monster. I could be on Twitch. It's very there's a lot of games on Twitch that get run, but it's very hard with the D&D and Call of Cthulhu, which is more my favoured kind of game, to actually sort of jump in the middle of a game on Twitch, isn't it? There's a channel on YouTube that I watch fairly often. I must admit I don't watch everything they do, but they play just Call of Cthulhu. And they've got some good stuff on there. Let me have a quick look. I'm going to recommend the channel. It's something Darkness, I think. They should be. They're fairly prolific, so they should be in my queue. Oh, is that George? No, sorry. So I got distracted there. I thought someone I really enjoy the videos I had posted, but it was someone else. It was a Big Joel video apparently. Who I think I've seen some Big Joel. Where is it? Come on, show me your crazy little video. Where are you? Hello? Someone crying upstairs. I think my daughter might be crying. Into the Darkness, they're called. Bear with me. I'm just going to go and check my daughter's alright. Back in a sec. I'm going to mute my microphone. Oh dear, I better leave the other headphone out. There was no toilet while poor Ames was crying her eyes out. Oh dear. Anyway, she'll give me a call in a sec. Everybody heard before I did, of course. Thank you very much for pointing it out. She's okay, yeah. She's got some fresh toilet roll. I ran upstairs to grab some. think she's finished. She'll be out in a sec. Where were we?
Degol Cephalalaz, the militia captain, has created Orimsteb, a sheep wool left glove. She claims it as a family heirloom.
A left glove. Why make one glove? Mind you, I suppose you could be a milliner for Michael Jackson, couldn't you? He didn't seem to buy pairs. Let's have a look at that. Capital L. The Wild Eater, a sheep wool left glove. No idea what the value is. Our broker isn't good enough.
This is a sheep wool left glove. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with pear-cut praises, decorated with dog bone, and encircled with bands of sheep wool. It is made from sheep wool cloth. This object is adorned with hanging rings of fine pewter and emerald, and menaces with spikes of sheep wool, granite, and dog leather. On the item is an image of a banana tree in sheep wool. On the item is an image of Mournful Slipped, the Glum legend, the large serrated goat bone disc in Gabbro.
Ooh, very nice. Very exciting. Shalmon. So there we go, the Wild Eater. Sheep wool left glove. A little bit out of the blue. It's okay. It's all good. And now we're getting all our emeralds cut as well. So we'll have nice cut gems for the next dwarf who needs them in a mood. That'd be good, wouldn't it? We do have an artifact serrated disc tidy, yes. Made out of goat bone though, so not exactly the sharpest thing you'll ever lay your eyes on. Does the glove have 5 spots for gems? Ideally not. I don't think I want that kind of power in the fortress. I'm not sure I want our doors being kicked in by some bell-end coloured maniac. I mean, he was a bit of a freak, wasn't he? Took it to the wrong conclusions, in my opinion. Oh, I need to kill half of everybody. Why? Why is that? Can't you just click your fingers and make twice as many resources? Why have you got to take it to such a horrible place immediately? Did you get bullied at school for looking like a fucking hench raisin? I was watching a RimWorld stream earlier and there's an unstable build for the game out. Apparently the hardest difficulty has been renamed Losing is Fun. Oh, I wonder if that's a tribute to the old Dwarf Fortress. Hello, Dwarf Fortress is not responding. Please respond. Uh-oh. Please no crash. It sounds like she's gone upstairs with that. Hold on a sec, I'm going to have to go and check on Ames in a sec as well. So we'll just get this, let this get past its little hiccup. There we go. Sorry for this. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to mute the microphone again. I'm back in a minute. Hang on. Sorry. It's okay, she went straight back upstairs. So, where were we? Unpause. Oh, right, okay. A bit discombobulated there. I would guess so, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it is very much a sort of RimWorld, a Dwarf Fortress with a better interface kind of thing. Not quite the same depth of simulationism, but it's good. Although I have to say, whenever I think, I could play a game like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld right now, I always end up going for actual Dwarf Fortress. RimWorld doesn't quite seem... I don't know. It's not quite the same. There's something just... It's almost there. It almost scratches the itch. It's a brilliant game that I have a very complicated relationship with. Oh god. Tell me about it. I've got a complicated relationship with many games at the moment. Constantly wanting to play stuff, but never quite getting the time. Ah, smelteries. Build, is it Eve? No, duh. Build? B. build. Caps lock B. There we go. Caps lock is on. Is it E for furnaces? It is. L for magma smelter, and then we pop one there. Lovely. Bosh. 4 magma smelters. And then we should be able to get ourselves some sweet, sweet materials. Unfortunately, the only thing we're getting naturally is tin. But if it really comes down to it, we can melt one of these anvils and start duping, making ourselves some iron, and then hopefully a bit of steel. We'll see. We will see. It definitely the change from fantasy to sci-fi definitely has a fairly substantial impact. Has to be said. I don't think you could really I don't think you can overlook the difference between Dwarf Fortress, where you can have cybernetic parts. It makes a significant change to the way the game pans out, and the sort of, you know, the power and electricity and stuff like that. I know Dwarf Fortress has mechanical power and stuff, which kind of has a similar sort of way of working, but not similar enough. I mean, when I say that, not similar enough, it sounds like I think it's a downfall, but you know, it's not that similar. Okay, we've got no moods, we've got our smelters going on. Maybe it's time to start doing a bit more exploratory mining. Trying to get ourselves a little bit of the old ore, perhaps? Let's do it. Let's do it. We want this bridge to get built, but for some reason nobody gives a shit about it, which is a shame, because I would kind of like that bridge to be finished, but oh well. For now, no water, and therefore a pretty useless hospital. There we go. I have got pretty deep with this mine, haven't I? Ah, okay, they finished digging it out. And it has revealed precisely 0 ores. Jesus. Oh.
The forgotten beast, Rekas Ibrakinrus, has come, a towering 3-eyed scorpion. It has a pair of spindly antennae, and it undulates rhythmically. Its carmine exoskeleton is leathery. Beware its poisonous sting.
I will beware its poisonous sting, however, it's sealed off from my fortress, so I feel like I don't have to do that much bewaring, right? I can be fairly confident that it's not going to get in. Unless it somehow manages to batter through walls, in which case it might get in. Keep going down, 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 down. Come on, down, 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 down. I should probably set a hotkey to the mines, shouldn't I? That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom level. There we go. And I'm going to press Shift H, Shift F2, zoom, name, mine. Go. So, priority 1 digging. No, we've learned our lesson. Priority 3 digging. There we go. And I'm going to say I want to make it 2 deep. Go up here, like that. And then we come down a bit further. 2 deep. All the way across. And then people were saying 16. There we go. And apparently that's the optimal placement for discovering ores. We shall see. We shall see. It's certainly a significant amount less digging than it was before. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say GUI Stamper. GUI/Stamper. That's what I want to see. We come over here. Press enter. Oops. Go all the way to the top there. Bang, and then we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, bang. Bring it all the way over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, bang. And then I'm just going to check we haven't gone through the volcano. Oh, it's all fine, and we'll leave that as is, because that should do, right? Should be right for now. Should be fine. Oh, I mean, on one hand, yes, the idea of digging and living under the earth seems really good, but on the other hand, I saw a video of people going down into little tiny caves and going through little holes the other day, and oh god, it gave me the willies. Did anyone else subscribe to r/sweaty palms? Oh god, it was horrible. I got about halfway through the video and I was fine, and then suddenly I was like, oh wait a minute, they might get trapped down there, even though they obviously didn't, because first of all, they would have been mentioned in the title, and secondly, they got the video out, so yeah. I must admit, I'm more of a sci-fi guy than a fantasy guy myself. Not that I dislike fantasy. I like the Lord of the Rings movies, but then again, I was never that sort of hardcore into the books. So I can understand if they're disappointing for people with a real knowledge of the books. But you know, I quite like them. I didn't make it to the third Hobbit film though. I watched the first one, got to the second one, watched a bit of that, and never completed it, and then I never made it all the way through. Which is, I should probably go back and watch them. I mean, the special effects work alone is probably worth the price of admission, right? I've genuinely never played Dwarf Fortress and really ended up here by accident, but I'll probably pick up Dwarf Fortress Premium. I reckon that's a good bet, Ravlin. I don't think you'll go too wrong with Dwarf Fortress Premium. Hello. Well, what do we have here? A little bit of sweet, sweet adamantine. Okay. Let's get cancelling. I need to cancel these orders. Don't want that anymore. In fact, let's go ham and completely cancel all the orders because, like, we found the good stuff, right? Found the good stuff. There's no point fannying around. Let's just get down here, dig out the adamantine. Ooh, sweet, sweet adamantine. Here we go, down, 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 and bosh. Good. So first we expose, then we fortify, then we fortify, then we expose more. That's the way it goes. I'm guessing this is probably going to be the lowest accessible part of this peak, but I could be wrong. Now, most of the time, extracting resources is a less than grade 1 like urgency, but with adamantine, it's grade 1. Grade 1 all the way. I'm more afraid of catching some horrible bacteria from caving. Interesting. I remember watching a documentary on the BBC where they sent like a group of people out to do essentially like a biological survey. It's a documentary, a factual nature program rather than a drama or anything. But they went to this volcano where there'd not been much in the way of sort of scientific zoological surveys. And they took like an entomology guy who's often on the One show, and Steve, is it Steve Bagshaw? I can't remember his name, but I think it's Steve Bagshaw. And he went with like some of these cavers into the caves around the volcano, and they spent 2 weeks going in, and then he got sick, so they had to carry him out. Oh my god, it was harrowing. Can you imagine spending weeks underground like that? I don't know, maybe some of you are miners, maybe you've done that. Who knows? I mean, you do, obviously. This looks like it's going to be a big vein. I'm already pretty excited by the size of it. Look at it. No, it's coming around. Actually, it's not as big as I anticipated, but it's still fairly large. That vein be swole, yo. Keep digging, boys. Go. Get that out there. You know what? I think I might use the mouse for this. It's slightly less laborious designating small areas like this. Ooh, look at this. It's getting big again. I like it. You can already definitely cut this bit out as well. That's nice. Ooh, heavens above. Look at this. Oh, look at this. This is a lot of adamantine. Suddenly our fortress looks like it's going to be getting some serious value boosting going on. Oh, look at all that. Ah, you're kidding me. I'm nervous about digging into that hot rock. Not going to lie. Oh, not that one. No, 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 no. That's better. Still though, even if we have to stop there, it's not the end of the world, is it? And also, I could dig out these to get an idea of what's going on, right? He says, probably dooming his fortress before it even really had a chance to flourish. And I think we can dig all of this out guaranteed, right? Because it's only a 2x2 drop into hell. Question mark? Query? No, don't dig it out, don't dig it out. Can't be sure. Okay, I'm gonna go with a guess that the hole is here. And in order to check that, I'm gonna smooth this. There we go. In fact, I'm not even gonna do both. Actually, I'm gonna do the middle one. There we go. We're gonna smooth that out and then fortify it and see what we end up with. I'm also gonna dig out the area around it a bit just to give just easier access to people. It's gonna be good. Settle down. There we go. Don't dig out anything you can't see yet, scoundrel. Come on. Be cautious. Be careful. That vein be swolio sounds like a line out of a rap about a penis. Oh my goodness. A rap about a penis. Sounds like a bold move to make in your musical career, but why not? Musical penis. Come on, guys. Diggy diggy. Smoothie smoothie. Get this area opened up so we can get that adamantine out of the ground. This stuff here is definitely available, isn't it? Look, all this. Bosh, that's available, that's available. Definitely dig all that out. I genuinely think we can dig all this out as well, but we'll know for sure once we've done the smoothing and the fortifying. Once we've done that, everything will be fine. Oh look, it could technically be this area here, couldn't it? If it's not there, we'll smooth here and check. That's the theory. That's the theory. A dwarven theory. Good. Good. Keep going, peeps. This does suggest I don't know if it's magma underneath or behind the stone. That's the problem. You can never be quite sure. Is anyone going to come and smooth this, or are we going to just have that take forever? In fact, maybe. Aha, yes. Needs to be priority 1 smoothing. That's why no one's coming. They've got other, more important smoothing jobs for themselves to do, right? Question mark? Oh, look, this one. This one here. That can be got. For sure. For damn sure. I should probably set up an adamantine stockpile, shouldn't I? It's probably going to want to be... Where do we want to do that? Where do we want to do that? Because we're going to want strand extraction fairly rapidly, right? You know what? I'm going to put a little room here. You know, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to say I want a stockpile for presumably stone. About that big. Bash. And in that stockpile, we're going to ask them to place just adamantine. Nope, not clay. There we go. Other stone. Raw adamantine. There we go. That's all coming up here now. Got 10 idlers, so hopefully someone will get down there and actually deal with it. Interesting. Needs masonry. Okay, so our masons appear to be pretty busy. What are you up to, masons? Slab making seems like a big thing, doesn't it? Uninvited guests, undeads, forgotten beasts, invaders. We're all good. It's annoying that the necromancers keep raising all the animal skeletons. Kangaroo, doe, right hand. Come on. If you're going to raise an animal, just do the whole thing. Don't fuck me about. Oh, they've done the smoothing. Okay, designate F? Is it for fortifications? It's not. It's capital F. There we go. Please do that. There we go. Presumably, yes, priority 1. Somebody get in there and do that, and then we'll be able to see if it leads into hell or not. Be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice to have a good idea of what's going on. I think what we'll do is once we know where the hell bit is, we'll smooth it all. We won't fortify all of it. We'll only fortify the bits that we want to fortify. And then we'll engrave it. Put lovely, scary engravings all the way round the spire into hell. It'll be lovely. Hello, Dirk96. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Let me have a quick look here. If my dwarf fortress knowledge is up to snuff, there's something very dangerous associated with adamantine. That is very true. Very true indeed. That's right, they are tubular. But, as we've discovered before, if you smooth and then fortify, you can actually find the hole that goes down, which is always 4x4, and on any Z level up or down, only deviates by 1 square either way. So once you know where the hole is, you know where all the safe adamantine is. Although on this floor, we're finding hot stone nearby, so it's not all easy peasy. Oh, I say. Designate smooth then. I'm guessing here? Question mark? Because we can't really... We can dig all that out. And that. That's fine. That's all removable. And hopefully this stuff here won't be hot, because if it is hot, that's going to be a pain. Oh, he's nearly done the smoothing. Hopefully he'll stay down here and do the fortification when it comes to it. Come on. There we go. Capital F. Lovely. Oh, he's done it straight away. Fantastic. Fingers crossed, that's the entry into hell. Come on. Because if it... that means all of this is free for the picking. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's build a bridge. And let's build that bridge here so we can close it off if we need to, right? That makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, fuck's sake. Bridge. Go and open it that way. Bang. Make it a diorite. Thank you very much. Once that's done, we can link it up to a lever. And it'll all be wonderful, won't it? Absolutely bloody marvellous. How have they built this one, though? No, because of a lack of masons. Okay, well, let's go to Dwarf Therapist and start assigning some people to masonry. We did have a migration wave, didn't we? So if we sort by profession, we should be able to find some peasants. Ah, very nice. Okay, so let's quickly do a refresh. 47. Looks like one of our babies has matured into a child. Hooray. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dwarves who are currently just peasants. Not much else on their table. So I'm going to say you and you, just 2 of them, you're going to be masons. It's good, isn't it? It's lovely. I'm also going to quickly go over to my setup and check that nobody's been putting in requests that I've missed. Community channel points. Manage rewards. Review request queue. Oh, it's all good. Only Northwesterhausen asking us to get out of Dwarf Therapist a little while ago. It's fine, everybody. Calm down. Right, so, anything else we need to do while we're here in Dwarf Therapist? I don't think so. I think we're fine. Let's head back over to the fortress and hope... Oh, look at this. Immediately, I assign a couple of bloody masons and bang, they start building the bridges. Very nice. I like it. Very happy with that outcome. Have I designated all this for digging out? Not yet, but... There it goes. What? 4? No. 1. Thank you. That's what we need to do. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, we should also dig out some of this stone here as well, because that's going to be in the way. Ah, always with the saves.
Stand and deliver your money or your adamantine. The 2 rows of 3 on the lower right side are safe, but there's a 4x4 area to the left of it that could be an entrance. 4x4? You mean 2x2? Any of these bits over here, because we don't know what's on the other side. This bit here, if there's like a straight line of adamantine... Oh, you can't see. Right. Okay, I'm pointing. My fingers are no use either. Damn it, come on game, save. I'm trying to explain my adamantine strategy. Put the lever far upstairs so that they can pull it even if something spills out. That's a good point. That's a good point, Sal. I will do it. I can't help myself, Tidy. You know I'm a cheaty boy. I've always been a cheaty boy. Zestava mandates the construction of rock mugs. Well, I'll see what I can do about that. Seeing as it's not an actual noble mandate, I might actually pay some attention to that, because, let's face it, we don't have any rock mugs. Probably going to be useful at some point. And we have got Craftsdorf workshops that just aren't being used at the moment, so there is that. There is that. Yes, we should link the bridge to the lever. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Should also start establishing a strand extraction facility, shouldn't I? Oh dear. Okay. Have they done the well one? They have. Okay. Right. So, let's put a lever in. Build component. No, sorry. Build trap lever. There we go. I'm going to put that in this corner here. Make it have obsidian mechanism, and then we'll do another lever here for the well. Should probably start naming these, shouldn't I? Excuse me. Control N. In. Oh, I already had it on front gates. Okay, whatever. But this one. Control N. Surface gate. Nice. They haven't done yet. That's fine. What are we going to make with all this sweet adamantine? I feel like we need to get a metalsmiths guild going. Give everybody lots and lots of weaponsmithing. Like everyone, like 1 level of weaponsmithing from public demonstrations, and then hopefully every time someone gets mooded, they'll make us excellent adamantine gear. It'll be wonderful. Rock mugs sound like something only a dwarf could appreciate. I know, right? You'd have to polish some rock pretty smooth to want me to get me to drink out of it, or glaze it. Can you glaze rock like you can glaze ceramics? I wonder. I wonder. Adamantine socks. Oh, don't enrage me. There's only one thing that they could do with that would be worse, and that's use it for suturing wounds. Oh, hello. Look at this. We can add. Obviously, I can do this, but I didn't realise until just now. There we go. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Priority 1. We dig adamantine at priority 1 here. It's just what we do. It's how we roll. This is only the first level as well. When we go up a floor, we should be able to find some more of it. What the hell? Where are the stairs? Oh, okay. The stairs are there. I thought for some reason the stairs were at this end of the corridor, but they're not. That's fine. That is fine. We should probably put the adamantine behind a sort of secondary set of stairs, shouldn't we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say dig over here and then make us some upstairs here. And that should reveal the level above, and it still keeps it behind the drawbridge once it's built, yeah? I think so. You can glaze rocks. Ah, well there we go. And that's a lovely rhyming pair there for posts from Zestava. Zestava? Zastava. I'll get it right eventually. Lovely. Rhyming socks and rocks. Get your rocks off, but first take your socks off. Do, 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 do. Okay. I think I might have done a poetry crime there, but never mind. Could be worse, couldn't it? Could all be on fire. Keep some digging going. I like the fact that the dwarves are coming down here and getting all this adamantine done. It's very nice. I'm slightly concerned. I can't really... Oh man, this is a big old spire.
It's available. There we go. This should be all the good stuff. I'm very concerned that there's magma on the other side of that adamantine, and by sort of looking through it with the hell finding technique, we're just going to pour magma into the fortress, which is okay once we've closed the drawbridge. I think the drawbridge will hold the magma back, but otherwise I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. D, we need downstairs. Actually, we need up downstairs because I want to do them here. Should work, shouldn't it? Question mark? Holy shit. Are there two separate spires of adamantine right next to each other here or something? What am I missing? It's all very different. Ah, they're working on the bridge. That's excellent news. Let's go up to the stockpile and see how our adamantine's coming along. Pretty good. Pretty good. Shall I put a workshop next to them? Is it a Craftsdwarf workshop that they use for strand extraction? I think it is, isn't it? Let's have a look at this little bad boy. And extract metal strands. Yeah, it's a Craftsdwarf workshop. So, I am going to build a Craftsdwarf workshop right next to these. Here. And then we'll do another one there. And those can be used for strand extraction. That's the plan, at least. And then I'm going to want to make a stockpile for cloth, but not actually cloth, because we don't want actual cloth in there. Ugh, cloth, disgusting. Ugh, what a waste of time. What am I going to make out of that? Clothes. There we go. Click on that. Say cloth. FFF. Yes. FFF. Do we want cloth? I don't think we actually want adamantine cloth, do we? That's a bad thing. And then we need to have somewhere to put wafers, which I presume we will put here, right? Is that right? I don't know why I'm making it so discordant with the other shapes, but whatever. Presumably that's bars and blocks, right? We want to disable animals, go to bars and blocks, enable bars, metal. Let's just forbid everything for now. Frosty metal, crashing metal, metal translucent, adamantine. There we go. Presumably that's the wafers, right? I think that's how it works. We shall see. We shall see. Let's have a little peek over at chat. Hefty granite mugs for only the mightiest of dwarves. God, imagine the damage you could do to your teeth if you misjudged a mug, though. How many times have I banged my top two front teeth on a mug and gone, oh, wow. But imagine it was like some hefty fucking granite thing with huge momentum. Bang! That's going to leave you with a bit of a different smile, isn't it? Ooh. 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 I don't think you're the only one hoping for fun stuff. I think there's probably more than one person in chat. What's this? A caravan has arrived. Their wagons have bypassed your inaccessible site. Do we still have a siege ongoing, or have I missed that finishing? We still have an invader. Griffin Brass's fist. Where are you? They can fly. Of course, they've got leathery black wings. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the others again. Go to the merchant. Where are they? I have a horrible feeling they're going to get fucked by the undead. And not in a pleasant way. Then again, is it possible for undead creatures to fuck you pleasantly? I don't think so. Even if they're as tender as can be, there's still that sort of, you know, post-mortal coitus thing to take into account. It's not ideal. It's not really what you want, is it? I mean, it's not what I want. At least that's at least the case. What I'm going to do is I am going to attempt flying creatures. Can flying creatures get caught in cage traps? Of course they can. Fucking if Krug Smash can catch a rock in a regular cage trap, I can catch a flying undead in a cage trap. He says with far too much confidence. Where's this? There we go. There's the switch room. If I close up our outer gate, or inner gate rather. Add pull now. Once that's closed, I can open up the outer gate, and then the traders can get in and out if needs be, and any undead coming will have to go through our little twisty-turny tunnel of terror. Yes, very good. Okay, let's watch this. Closey, closey. There does appear to only be one undead on the map anyway, so that's good. So up to the surface, open that gate, because now nobody's out there? Question mark? We'll soon find out. Add pull now, there we go. And hopefully we'll get a few traders in. Not that we've got anything really to trade. Did we use all our spiked balls on the last traders we actually managed to get in? Or... oh, we can always bang out some balls pretty quickly while they're sitting here. Just lock them in. Just lock them in. The drawbridge will hold the magma back if you raise it before the magma melts the mechanisms. Okay, that's good. Siege is broken, like we care now that we found adamantine. Exactly. I mean, now that we've found essentially what is our Arkenstone, we're all good. There's no need to even think about the surface anymore. But whatever, let's get some... what is this? Who's shooting fucking bows and arrows? Right, okay, military alert, please, everybody. For God's sake. What is it with you people? Everybody inside. There you go, down, inside. Are they being attacked? What's this? A wild boar sow corpse. Ah, fuck sticks. We've had a lot of trouble with these corpses, and I don't mind saying. Everybody get inside. We're probably going to lose a couple of people to this stupid undead pig, but fingers crossed the traders will get in and deal with it. What's this fucker here? Is that the kangaroo? Oh no, here's a kangaroo. That's very clearly a kangaroo. This is some sort of horse. Okay, it's fine. No, somebody exploded into a pile of bones and guts. Oh, Northwesterhausen and Fuzzy both currently nuts deep in combat. No, we haven't lost anybody yet. We had 47 adults, 5 children and 1 vulnerable baby. And now we still have that, which is nice. It's good. Why aren't they coming downstairs? Is it because they do not have the capacity? Let's find out. Actually, it looks like the wild boar only got glancing attacks. Is the wild boar still a thing? Still extant? Holy shit, they brought a lot of merchants. Hammer dwarfs, Marks dwarfs. Come in, lads, please. So what have we got here? There's a forgotten beast, sure. Wild boar corpse, horse skeleton, wild boar corpse, sow corpse, buck skeleton. Let's try that one first. Not in our entryway. Not actually that excited about that. Next, we've got the horse skeleton, which has been named. Clearly killed a dwarf. Oh, perfect. Just what I was hoping for. There's a kangaroo buck skeleton. Okay. Fuzzy, I think we may have to just accept that you're going to die. Also, who else is dying here? There's somebody else, but I can't seem to... oh dear. Doesn't look good. Whoever it was smashed all the way across the trading depot. Poor old Fuzzy. The horse skeleton charges the farmer. The horse skeleton collides with the farmer. The farmer is knocked over. The farmer stands up. Oh, it's okay. So you're not totally dead. You might survive if the traders get in quick enough and actually manage to kill the beasts. Then we're good. Come on, traders. Do the job. Do the dirty deed and do it dirt cheap. Oh, actually, it looks like there's nothing but corpses down there. But equally, the traders have got crossbows, so fingers crossed that works out for us. And they've brought a lot of combat savvy entourage, so that's nice. They may be put off by the corpses in the trade depot, but we can't guarantee that. They appear to be trying to set up at the very least. Let's go downstairs and see if anything's tried to come in through the trap corridor. Well, there's a very frightened dwarf. He's meant to be going down there. Why are you turning round? What are you doing? Get down there. Get inside the fortress, you fucking spam javelin. What are these dickheads doing? Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you going up to the surface, boys? What's the plan here? Is there some sort of burrow? There is a burrow. Okay. Let's not be having this here anymore. There we go. Pause. And everyone decides to slink back into the fortress. Oh, but we thought we'd be able to go and watch all the undead kill people. Yes, you could watch them, but you have a very strong chance of being one of those people getting killed. Why would you want to do that, you idiots? Fucking idiots. Randex, the atom smashing of a random noble. Oh my goodness. I mean, we only have useful nobles at the moment, don't we? Bookkeeper. What does the bookkeeper mean? Office and quarters. Dining room, chests, cabinets. Alright, okay. There's some work to be done. But I don't think we have any... No, we have got a mayor. Mayor's a namey though. We can't be atomizing old Bauxite Beard. Poor old Bauxite Beard. Managers all good. Militia commander's fine. Actually, the militia commander isn't fine because they're just random dwarves slammed into the position. Oh, we don't have a broker. Well, that might explain why nothing seems to have a value in the fortress. Skilled persuader, negotiator, judge of intent, intimidator, conversationalist. Doesn't look like we have anyone who's an appraiser, which is a shame. But you know what? Salford, Sal, or English? Sal, you can have the broker job. Go on, go on. You've been promoted. Oh, thank you very much for the follow there, Zastavar. Thank you, much appreciated. Let's keep looking at chat as well quickly. Aren't hammers best for permanently putting down undead? Yes, but I don't have any at the moment, which is a bit of an oversight on my part. But then again, we don't really have any suitable materials. The only thing we have at the moment, in any way, shape or form to do with materials, is tin. And tin is not really what you would call weapons grade. Ah, look at this. It looks like the traders all got slaughtered. Oh, no, some of the merchants are still alive. Excuse me. Although we do now have fewer undead roaming around. This kangaroo buck has been captured. That's a good sign. Very pleased with that. Could we get any more of them coming down, please? Anybody willing to come down to the fortress and attempt to kill us? Because that will wind you up in a cage trap. I mean, we could actually close the outer gate, but it looks like we've actually got traders waiting to come in. We just have to deal with the infestation first. Part of me thinks I want to crack just a row of cage traps here. It won't block the trade depot, but it will kind of protect the top of the stairs for any individual stray undead coming in. A breeding pair of dragons. Heavens above. Heavens above. Quite the achievement there. Yeah, I've not really done any atom smashing before. I am very reliant on bridges for sealing things off and closing off walkways, but very rarely do I actually use them for atom smashing. Thank you very much. What a lovely beard. Who knows? Maybe that's some kind of dwarf determinism. It's like a way of soothsaying, figuring out who you are. Maybe I can investigate the stats of your dwarf, Sal, and it will give me insights into who you are as a person. Although, I mean, that feels a bit invasive on my part, so I'm not going to try that. Hello, what's going on here? Look at this. Intriguing. Okay, hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Lovely. We really need to close down. Sorry, got a kid chat again. We really need to. Damn it, got completely distracted by that imagined sound. What do I need to close down? Oh, the alert. We need to close that surface bridge again. And then hope that the undead go over the cavern, over the traps. That's the dream. That's the dream. So let's go to the trap room and close the surface gate. Add hold now. Once that's done, we should be able to open the inner gate. Cool, let's do that. Add hold now. There we go. And that should open this one. And we should be okay, because there is a trap array. I don't think we've got enough creatures. Oh look, a couple more of the undead got caught. We might actually be in the clear. Let's have a quick look at the undead situation. 3 caged, so this one isn't caged. That's miles outside, that can't get us. And this one isn't caged. Hey, we're good, we've got everything that came in. Nice. So that means... Oh, Salvatell, another baby. So fecund. My goodness. Your uterus is like the barrel of a machine gun. Let's except babies aren't bullets. That's a crazy thing to say. Let's take the alert off. There we go. And everyone can get back to digging out adamantine in peace. And maybe burying some of these poor old traders who came along and never quite got to do their deeds. Never got to trade. Mind you, we could get some nice free shit out of that. It's very nice. Need to link up these levers, don't we? So, this can be the well lever. Add bridge. Oh, okay. Link up the well one. Okay, that's fine. Do that now. And then up to the surface, we want to link this one to the adamantine zone. Add bridge. Good, very exciting. It looks like a couple of people have put a request in for dwarves, so let's do that while we wait for all the digging to get done. Also, unpause so we don't end up sitting here with nothing happening. Get that in the background, then over to Dwarf Therapist. Oh, happy days. So, what's going on here? Let's sort by has nickname. There. Who has a dwarf with a nickname? Orchimedes, Books Like Beard, Billy Bogroll, Buckshot Brigade, Can of Soda, Curly, on Generation 2 Curly. Also, same with Dave Velociraptor, Dave V2. Druidsmead, Arian, Fuzzy Logic, Clay Cree, Murder Machine, Northwesterhausen, Ocelot, Polycarp, Rando 303, Salford Sal, Stairmaster, and Tidy. But Zastava has requested a dwarf as well, and with that in mind, let us select one. You have been given this lad, who is a trader. Trader? Surely we should have given the job to them then. Ah, fuck it. Set nickname, paste, in, done. Bosh. Commit. Lovely. Markers complete. And then Firehawk, also requesting. Oh, we've got more coming in. Could Firehawk the dwarf be some kind of hammer dwarf? You're going to have to wait in the queue. Unfortunately, we don't have any military as such. We've just got everybody being drafted at once. So maybe next, while we're digging all this adamantine out, I'll start thinking about setting up a military. So we'll leave you in the queue for now. And once there's a hammer dwarf, it'll be good. Apparently Ravelin 2 is dead, so Ravelin 3. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, Ravelin. Copy. Let me just make sure that you are dead, just in case. There's still a small sliver of... No, the hope's gone. You can have this dwarf here. What do you do? What do you do for a living dwarf? A planter. Oh, that sounds like a lovely, long-lived, sedate life. There we go. Ravelin number 3 is in. And as such, clicking on the wrong window, we need to mark that job as complete. Firehawk can stay in the queue for a little bit longer. Oh, look, we can dig all that out. That's lovely. Diggy diggy. Diggly wiggly. No, scoundrel, come on. Priority number 1. There we go. And that one can come out. And that. Is there anywhere else we can feel safe? I can definitely smooth this, couldn't I? Let's smooth there and see what kind of fortifications we get. Oh, actually no, there could be magma on the other side, couldn't there? Let's leave that. Let's not do that. Let's not run the risk. Oh, hello, somebody pooped in chat, and with good reason. Okay, so here we are. Let's go down again. As you can see, we've basically taken all the obviously safe adamantine and struck hot magma. So, with that in mind, I'm going to take this area here, and we're going to go to priority number 1. And we're going to dig like this, hoping to intersect the spire at some point. But we've got to be eagle-eyed, we've got to keep our peepers open, because we do not want to accidentally plough through it and open up the gates to hell. That would be bad. Of random note, if it matters IRL, I am a HEMA instructor, got goat farmer and ex-jarhead. My goodness, HEMA instructor and goat farmer. I mean, those two alone are interesting, but add jarhead to the mix and it's a powerfully intoxicating combination of pastimes. Is that a professional HEMA instructor, though? Or is that, I suppose, I don't know how much money one could make. Is it a thing you can do, like, professionally? Is there a good living in teaching, I was going to say defunct martial arts, but not really defunct, teaching historical martial arts? Is that a thing? Oh, hello. Oh, Stairmaster 400 has withdrawn from society. That's not ideal while we've got all this bobbins going on down here. Please, we'll ignore you for now, Stairmaster. They'll be claiming a workshop in a minute. Oh, they've claimed a mason's workshop. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Oh, crap. I don't want to leave this. I'll tell you what, let's DX. We're unlikely to intersect it there. Let's just go up to the surface, see what he's doing. Is he staying in his workshop? No, he's coming downstairs. That's fine. Okay. It looks like he's getting all the material he needs. Oh, they found a dead merchant. I mean, it was kind of expected. We knew it was coming. Hibernoe. Ah, why did that namey not work? That should definitely work, Hibernoe. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Very weird. Do you have a record for most of the same name? I don't think I do, actually. I don't think I have any way of looking in and finding out who was who, sadly. A bit of a disappointment, but hey, what can you do? What's this? Begun the mysterious construction. Holy shit, they don't fuck around. Okay. The digging commences. Am I seeing a... Fucking hell. That did not take long. That did not take long at all. Okay. Now we very carefully dig around the adamantine. Oh wait, that's not adamantine. That's something else. What is that? What is this? Praise? Sometimes praise do be like that. Okay, keep digging, boys. Come on, down you get. Down you get. My payment is the pride of having students who have mastered everything I have to teach. Well, that's nice. It's very nice. I don't think you're not the only veteran we have in chat. I'm assuming when you say Jarhead, you're an American veteran. I think we've got a Sergeant Indy as well, also an alumni of the military-industrial complex, as if I dare put it that crassly. I mean, I suppose if we ever have a post-apocalyptic scenario going down, you're going to be one of the guys to go to. Like, you've got the actual, like, modern techniques trained, but also ready to use the stuff that's left around once technology has faded. Then again, will technology fade that fast? I'm wondering. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. No, I did. I named the dwarf Stairmaster. Ah.
Stairmaster 400. Sacrithus the Mason has created Occhicalan, a Gabbro hatch cover. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Imushkita. Let's have a little look and see what that looks like then, shall we? Elder Trails. This is a Gabbro hatch cover. All craftsdwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with sheep wool and encircled with bands of cave spider silk and willow. On the item is an image of a dwarf in Gabbro. Willow! Can't help myself. Can't help myself. There we go. Come on, let's get back to the adamantine digging. That's what's important. That's what's really important. A granite block on a stick would be an acceptable blunt weapon? I think so. I think so. But then again, you can have some serious upper body strength to be wielding a granite block. Mind you, I suppose it depends on the size of the granite block, doesn't it? The Foundation series indicates that it won't fade quickly. Intriguing. I teach the use of 3 weapons. I consider myself acceptably proficient with the quarterstaff, the mighty polearm, and halberd. One of those would be incredibly useful in the zombie apocalypse. I'm guessing the halberd, right? I think so. Well, the mighty poleaxe sounds, quite good, but I know what a halberd is. I'm guessing a mighty poleaxe is an axe on a big long stick. IRL, I watch Twitch streams. Really? I would never have guessed. Then again, maybe you're an AI. Maybe you're like one of those futuristic bots. Who knows? Maybe there is no IRL where you're concerned. Who knows? Reveal yourself, Skynet. Me. I suppose all you need is a sort of suitably long and thick stick, and you've got yourself a quarterstaff. Is it called a quarterstaff because it's supposed to be like a quarter of an inch thick, or is that something that is that just some old wives' tale that I've picked up? Old wives' tale, because there's nothing that old wives are more likely to talk about than weapons, right? Am I right? Old wives? Functionally a smaller halberd for personal combat versus a halberd being for formation combat. Ah, yes. Halberd very much used similarly, at least in Total War games, as the pike. A classic old wives' quarterstaff. Actually, that's a euphemism, and you do not, if you see an old wives' quarterstaff laying around, especially in their top drawer in their bedside cabinet, do not pick it up. You don't know where it's been, but you can take a guess, and you might even be right. Ooh, some migrants have arrived. Very exciting. Population incoming. Let's quickly check to see how many of those undead we've got cracking around. We've still got 2 of them. But you know what? I'm going to open the gates and allow them in. But first, we're going to make the military alert so they don't all, for some Papega reason, flood to the surface. And we're going to open up the gates. Surface gate, please. F4 for the run. Add hole. Now, lovely. I feel like we've got enough cages set up for it not to matter too much if the undead come in. Hopefully they won't. That'll be nice. As long as our new migrants make it in, I'll be happy. We should probably take a look at them, shouldn't we? Let's pause the game briefly. Head over to Therapist and see what they're like. We had 44 adults, 5 children, and 2 vulnerable babies. We now have 52 adults, 5 children, and 2 vulnerable babies, both of which I believe to be Salford Sals. Interesting. Intriguing. Here we go. So, let's look at Has nickname. No, not Has nickname, sorry. Migration Wave. That will make more sense. And look at the most recent. It's only 8. It's not as many as this 17 strong one, but that's okay. Let's have a little peek. What's this? What's going on here? What are you up to? Watch a spinning demonstration. Oh, okay. Looking at these skills, I'm seeing a smattering of low-level bullshit, maybe some medical expertise, but nothing that's particularly exciting to me. And then we look at the military here, and only 6 kills and 1 kill. Nothing too excited there. That one's killed a named dwarf and 5 goblins, and this one has killed 1 human. Okay. We do have a fairly nice little pool of dwarves with some weapon skill to start building a military with, so I feel like maybe I'm going to get cracking on that relatively soon. I'm absolutely busting to go to the loo. I should really do it as soon as I can. Oh crap, I'm digging a big hole down underground, aren't I? Shit. I don't know what to watch, the gates or this? Ah, we'll see. I'm going to keep refreshing Dwarf Therapist off to the side here and see if we're losing any dwarves. It doesn't look like it. Well, it looks like they're making it. They're surviving. Okay. Nobody's coming down to dig this stairwell yet, which is a bit of a pain, but they'll get on with it. We've made enormous progress this session. You think so, Dave? I think so. Well, a little bit of progress, I think. Quarter apparently referring to it being made out of quarter sawn wood. I'm not an expert, though. Oh, quarter sawn wood. What does that even mean? Only a quarter of the way sawn through. I'm guessing not. Quarterstaff comes from the type of wood used in the construction of a proper beating stick. Ah. I'm attempting to repopulate in case we don't get any migrants. Well, it was unnecessary, but I'm sure you enjoyed it. Don't worry, Sal. We won't judge. We won't judge. Just lay back and think of Cryptbeards. That's how it works. Repopulating the fortress, one little babby at a time. Okay, it looks like the question mark? An animal has grown to become a stray horse. Question mark? Oh, Deggle has given birth to a boy. We've got another lovely babby. We now have 52 adults, 5 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. But we can't sit here looking at people giving birth in the corridors of the residential zone. Nope. We have to keep our eye down here on a potential breach into the hell of Underworld. The hell of Underworld? The Underworld of hell? Just hell. Hell will do. But then again, that's one of like 8 different reasons people think it might be named for. Ah, okay. That's always annoying when you try and look up the etymology of something and they're like, well, it might be this, it might be that. And you think, ah, bugger. I want a time machine now. I want to go back and find out. I've been watching videos from a guy who speaks Old English. I think he's an academic historian from some university somewhere. And he does lots of like videos where he speaks to other linguists from around the world. And in the while we're all in lockdown, he did a video where he got an American, an Australian, and someone who spoke a Slavic language. I think it was, I think it might have been Polish actually. I'm not sure, but they had someone speaking an Eastern European language on, and he spoke like a word in Old English, and then gave 3 clues in Old English, and they had to try and guess what the answers were. The guy from Australia did pretty well. But I think out of all of them, he was like the other 2 were like just bilingual, and the other guy from Australia was actually a linguist, I think. So maybe he had a little bit more of a boost. Don't loo as soon as you can. Wait until you arrive and drop your trolleys. That's right. I do need to go to the loo. Salford Sal has anointed the stream with a request for ads, so I could take a proper break. But it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I think Simon Roper is the guy. Yeah, I think that's him. Quite interesting. Like, just hearing the way it sounds, like you can pick out the odd word here or there, but it's not. Australian was more cunning. Maybe that's it. It could be. It could be just an extra level of cunning. Bloody cunning. Right, have my dwarves made it in? Because I've just realised we've got the stupid thingy on, haven't we? Got proxy alert on. So, I'm going to guess that the new migrants have made it in? Question mark? We're going to assume they have, and we're going to close the gates up on the surface. So that's the surface gate. Right, add pull now. There we go. Let's watch for it closing, and then we can turn the alert off, and hopefully everybody will be able to get sorted. And hopefully, maybe we'll have more. There we go. Have we got more caged undead? No, we don't. But never mind. That's fine. Ugh.
Right, now they'll actually dig this out. Hooray! Oh, excuse me. How rude of me. Also, to be honest, people often underestimate how fucking deadly a person properly proficient in beat stick is. Like the few people who have made the mistake of trying to rob me at knife point. Wow. Well, I mean, I've never been... I have been mugged, but they didn't have a weapon at the time, and I was a frightened teenager. But I don't think I have the the inclination to learn how to use a quarterstaff well enough to actually fend off an attacker. I feel like it's one thing for me to learn the technique, it's another to actually apply it. I did do quite a bit of live roleplay as a young teenager, and as an actually I did it into my 20s. What am I saying? But obviously that's a whole different kettle of fish, very different indeed. That's like saying I did some paintball, so now I am a qualified gunsman. Not that the people who use guns are called gunsmen, which just goes to show how much I know about the subject, really, doesn't it? As a rule of thumb, I'd imagine someone walking around with a big stick does not get robbed often. Depends. Maybe it's an old man with a big walking stick. Then maybe people are like, ah, the stick indicates weakness. Jesus, we're digging adamantine. Okay, I very nearly peed my pants there. that was a bit much. Oh dear, oh me, dearie me. Let me just quickly check what's going on here. Okay, seeing as we've got 30 people watching, what I'm going to do is, because I'm so desperate for the loot, I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to pause the music and go over to the home screen. I am going to take a short break, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then when I come back, we're going to do at least another half hour, maybe 45 minutes before I finish the stream. How does that sound? All good for everybody? All good? Because I really need to get cracking and go to the loo. Thanks for watching up until now. I'll be back in, like I said, about 5 to 10, and then we'll finish the stream up with a bit more adamantine fun, and we'll see what happens. I'll still be in chat, so we'll see what goes on. Back in a bit. Bye. He says, looking for the microphone.
Nobody cares a damn where you come from or who you are. These are carriage horses from London.